Welcome into Hoosier Sports Night with Sean Mikas. I'm Ronan O'Shea. Well, so much anticipation about Saturday night's football game at Michigan State after last year's win, but all in all, just another bitter loss.
But don't worry, Hoosier fans, basketball season has started. Welcome to Hoosier Sports Night.
Until last Friday, it had been 209 days since IU's heartbreaking 5-point loss to UCLA, which came in the second round of the NCAA tournament. 209 long days. For returning starters like Armand Bassett and DJ White, the loss was on their mind all summer. For young, hyped recruits like Eric Gordon and Eli Holman, a college basketball was just a new experience. But finally the day came, Hoosier Hysteria. Fans, returning players, and freshmen alike all flooded into Assembly Hall for the official start of the 2007-2008 college basketball season. On the brink of one of the most anticipated basketball seasons in Indiana history, the Hoosiers gave their fans their first show of the 2007-2008 team at Friday night's Hoosier Hysteria at Assembly Hall.
You know, this is a night for the fans, you know, for us to go out there and, you know, showcase our talents and just have our fans see us, you know, for the first time to kick off our practice. So I was just told them just to go out there and have fun and relax. You know, that's what we did. We had a great time out there tonight.
It's about putting on a little show and a kickoff season, in front of our fans. You know, we got the best fans in the country, and it's always fun to get out there in front of them.
And after the team showcased its skills in the dunk competition and three-point shootout, the coaching staff acknowledged it's working with an athletic bunch.
The conditioning that our players are in, having those 8 practices in August really helped us. We're just so much further along, and we're going to have an unselfish group, and you know, Coach Sampson's team is going to play hard.
Everything was great. 3-on-2, all the drills we did, you can tell this team. The thing that jumped out to me is how well they've performed on the track and in the weight room.
But the fun and games stops tonight with the first true practice starting on Saturday afternoon here in Bloomington. The Hoosiers open up this 2007 season November 12th with a 7 o'clock tip against Chattanooga. Reporting at Hoosier Hysteria, I'm Ronan O'Shea, Hoosier Sports Night.
Participants in the slam dunk contest included Crawford, Gordon, McGee, Holman, Thomas, and Armand Bassett, who had previously won the three-point shootout.
Well, we've really improved our athleticism. I mean, you look at those two guys, I mean, what Jordan has done at the guard position. And McGee, he's probably the least herald of all the guys, but he's going to bring some Chicago toughness and a very competitive attitude.
And freshman Jordan Crawford would win the contest with the night's only perfect score, coming as he jumped over a rack of basketballs. From Assembly Hall, I'm Patrick Hurley, Hoosier Sports Night.
The three-point contest was all fun and games for the Hoosiers. Even DJ White got in on the action.
I started off slow. I started off too slow. My first rack, I don't think I hit any. And I started to come on after that, so I think the first rack hurt me. But I mean, I'm not a three-point shooter. I was just having fun, so I mean, I could care less.
Armand competed 4 times in a row, still coming out on top, beating women's sophomore Jamie Brown and freshman recruit Eric Gordon.
It's about putting on a little show and a kickoff in front of our fans. You know, we got the best fans in the country, and it's always fun to get out there in front of them.
From Assembly Hall, I'm Alexis Hoosier, Hoosier Sports Night.
So it was freshman Jordan Crawford who dethroned two-time defending champ A.J. Ratliff in the slam dunk contest, giving Hoosier fans yet another young player to get excited about. Armand Bassett fought through the exhaustion of 3 straight three-point contests to defeat Eric Gordon and eventually Jamie Brown of the women's team to claim the three-point title. As for Gordon, he posted the single-round high for the three-point contest, but eventually finished in second among the men. He couldn't quite get into the dunking rhythm the fans had hoped for, but gave a promising performance nonetheless.
It's not all good news coming from the basketball team this weekend. Indiana announced that Coach Kelvin Sampson broke the 1-year penalty he was serving for previous recruiting violations. Among the new charges were illegal three-way calls on 10 occasions and about 35 phone calls made by assistant coaches that were in violation of the NCAA limits on how much a prospect could be contacted. As a result, the team will lose a scholarship next season. Sampson will lose the $500,000 bonus he was supposed to receive this year, and assistant coach Rob Sinderoff, who set up the three-way calls, will be banned for a year from recruiting off campus and making phone calls. These sanctions were self-imposed by the Hoosiers. They also sent a report to the NCAA, who will review it and determine if additional penalties should be issued. The Big Ten Network premiered this fall to some fanfare and to others' dismay. We sent our very own Casey Richards out on campus to get your opinion on the new sports network.
On August 30th, 2007, the Big Ten Network started airing its programs throughout the country, theoretically at least. Due to multiple contract disputes, many viewers are left without the network, including numerous IU students. The network is an effort to bring many different sporting events from all 11 Big Ten schools to cable. However, many fans are missing out.
Yeah, I would love to watch all IU's games in Michigan because I'm a big Michigan fan, but I can't. I have to watch Notre Dame or someone else.
Actually, I wish I do because I'm a big fan of basketball and football, and it's just really unfortunate that we don't get an opportunity to watch all the games.
One place where the network can be found is in the residence halls. Campus Cable recently picked up the network, making it available to all students living in the dorms. The reaction so far has been positive.
I think it's really cool that we have it in the dorms because I'm a freshman, so I can watch it in there all the time. And I'm really excited to watch IU hopefully kick butt and watch the other teams. I'm really into football, so it's cool that we can watch the Big Ten Network.
I really enjoy having the Big Ten Network. I think it's a great regional coverage. I love the fact that I can keep track of my network and what's going on in my conference.
Despite the initial frustration, most students seem to believe that the idea is promising.
Well, I think it's a great idea. I'd love to be able to watch all sorts of different sports, not just football, of all the Big Ten teams.
Because it's a new network, I think it's a little limited, but I think it has great prospect.
It remains to be seen exactly when the network will settle its disputes, but contract talks are promising. For Rochelle Stearns, I am Casey Richards, Hoosier Sports Nite.
Coming up on Hoosier Sports Nite, the IU football team is looking for its 6th win for the first time since 1994. Did they get it against Michigan State?
And IU's next 2 opponents were facing off. See if Penn State could upset the Badgers next on Hoosier Sports Nite.